How are you today?
I'm good. I'm good. Had a couple days off to recharge after starting the tour with three in a row, and we're in Austin tonight, so pretty stoked to play a show tonight.
Fantastic, fantastic, Nixon. So, Nixon, your new single "Minute" was out recently. So, would you like to tell me a bit on the songwriting and making of this video?
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan, I guess, of talking about what a song means to me, just because I think one of the greatest things about music is the listener being able to, mold the song to fit whatever is going on in their lives. I believe it was Walt Whitman who wrote a poem called "The Poet's Purpose," and it says the poet's purpose is not to say that I consider myself a poet by any means, but it's to put themselves in the reader's position before they're ever there. So, what that song is for me is, I guess, like a bird's eye view without getting too granular is, it's a sequel to a track on our second album, Promise to Burn, called Photographs and Gasoline. And where I was at that point in my life and the person that song is about. 10 years later, they're back in my life, my girlfriend now, and that song was just about our story and how it had continued over the years and where we were at that point in the history book of our love, if you will.
Fantastic. And you're also working on a new EP, Flowers. So, how is it all coming up? So, any plans for the release day?
I think we're what we decided is we're only going to put out the Flowers EP on this tour. You can only get a copy of the Flowers EP if you come out to this tour. Beyond that, I think it's safe to say you'll hear these songs, if not all of them, some of them on an upcoming album.
Mm.
We're continuing to record right now. Actually, Richie Viconda, who is the drummer from Fire from the Gods, he is who I've been working on this EP with. He's actually out on the road with us right now, filling in on guitar for a few shows. So
Mm.
while he's out, we're writing, recording still. So yeah, I said that earlier this year that I want to release more music this year than we ever have in a calendar year, and that's still the goal. But right now for this EP, you can only get it if you come out to a show.
Got it, got it, got it. And are you guys planning to come up with more singles and music videos from Flowers?
I think so. I think if not two more, at least one more
Mm.
from this EP. A track called "I Am the Reckoning," I think will be the next single,
Fantastic, fantastic.
and we're playing that one live too, actually. So you can come hear that one live.
Awesome, awesome. And you said you have big plans to come up with a full-length album. So how is it all coming up? So do you guys have some plan work and when you want to come up with the full-length album?
I think we're just writing, just continuing to write and record. And if it feels like, oh, this song should be on an album, we'll do that. If not, we'll save it for a rainy day, maybe revisit later. And some of these songs that we're working on now are from a project that Nick and I started as a side project initially in like 2012.
Yeah.
So to revisit these songs, 13 years later, and look at them from a different lens or through a different lens rather, and from a different perspective, and to kind of feel like, oh, maybe we could do some things different now. It's been that in itself has been a rewarding experience. It's just uh, to look at something that you kind of created or have created and abandoned, over a decade prior, and to look at it through a new lens now and realize, oh, we could still do some cool stuff with this has been a lot of fun. So yeah, I think we're just going to continue writing, creating. We've probably got about 25 songs right now that are like almost finished products, and then we'll put together what we feel like is the best cohesive album.
Awesome. And speaking on touring, are you guys planning to go on an international touring later this year or probably next year?
I would love to get back outside of the country, for more reasons. To one, it would be great to go back to Europe. I think, there's a lot of places in the world that we have a pretty substantial fan base that we haven't been able to ever play. So that also piques my interest. But yeah, I mean, I don't know if we'll be able to do it in 25, but I know that's definitely something that we're already talking about, amongst ourselves and with our agents.
Awesome. And more than 15 years of music, and how do you feel about the road that you guys have traveled so far?
Oh man, it's you know, 3 shows into this tour. It's reminding me how old I am. But it's been a lot of fun, reconnecting with fans that we haven't seen in years, and then obviously also meeting new fans, which that's not lost on me how lucky we are that in 2025, after being a band for almost 20 years, that there are new fans, that are just seeing us for the first time, and you know fans that we've seen for 20 years bringing now their kids who are old enough to go to a concert who also love our band. Like, stuff like that's pretty damn rad, man. And it speaks to just how beautiful music is in general. So it's not lost on me. I'm just soaking it all in uh, as we're living it.
Wonderful. And I know there has been a lot of great moments over the years, but are there something special that has happened in the last couple of years to you?
Just having the EP, putting it out. What we went through with Envy, working on that for 4 years and then dropping it a week before the world shut down because of COVID, was deflating to say the least. So, we continued writing, but I was always, I don't want to say scared to commit, but like it was always like that, this less irrational fear of like, well, what's going to go wrong once we put this out? Because something's always, the worst shit's always happening to us. Um, so to finally put a collection of songs together that I'm so proud of, so stoked to see the response from people, and to have that out there and to see people purchasing these every night at the live show. It's again, like, it's not lost on me how lucky I am to be able to still do this 20 years later. And yeah, I'm excited to see what people's response is to hearing new FH.
Fantastic, fantastic. And you said like you have plans to come up with a lot of more singles later this year, but are there something that is currently in process?
Um, I think that I Am the Reckoning is something that we're talking about right now actively about putting out as our next single. We're doing Sonic Temple at the beginning, second week of May. So um, I think that we'd like to have it out before then, but I don't know the way that all that works with timing and getting stuff released for, streaming platforms. So we'll see. But yeah, we want to put that out and then probably a music video along with it.
Fantastic, fantastic. And speaking of the music and Framing Hanley, so how has the reach been of the band around the world? So do you have some kind of lot of fans reaching out to you from different parts of the world to ask you to come and come for a touring out there? So how is that going on?
Yeah, absolutely. Japan and Brazil, I think, are two that, and looking at the streaming numbers and, just all the reports, like there's a reason, like there is a fan base in those areas. So those are the, South America and then Japan are two parts of the world that we've never been to that I would love to make something happen in the next, 365 days. So we'll see.
And Nixon, finally, any message that you have for the fans around the world?
Just thanks for being a part of this journey with us. Again, it's not lost on me how lucky I am that I say this every night, but whether it's 30,000, 3,300, or 30 people in a room that paid money to go see a rock band out on the road, the only reason I'm able to still do that is because there are people that give a damn to listen to what we're creating. And, I think I'm at this point in my life where I don't want to say I'm not creating with other people in mind, but I'm just making songs that I am happy with,
Yeah.
that I think are a good reflection of, what I like as an artist. And I hope that, our fans continue to love what we're doing, and hopefully some other people jump on board as well. But just thanks for allowing me to do this.
And Nixon, I want to thank you so much for giving me today this wonderful opportunity to have you on the show. And thanks for years of musical awesomeness that you guys have been giving to the rock fraternity around the world. Great music from you guys. Totally loving your music. So thanks for all the awesomeness and really hoping to see you guys on an international touring. soon.
Awesome, man. Thank you so much, Keith.
Thank you. You can take care and have a good day. Bye bye.
You too, bud. Bye.